When Bluelock first aired on October 8, 2022, animated by Studio 8-Bit, it was an instant hit. With stunning animation, a gripping story, and the perfect release window during a time of heightened global interest in soccer, it captivated audiences everywhere. Fans were drawn to its unique premise, a survival-style battle royale for soccer players, and its focus on individualism and ambition. Winning the 45th Kodansha Manga Award for the Best Shonen Manga only solidified its reputation as one of the best sports series. During the 2022 FIFA World Cup, Japan's team referencing Bluelock further amplified its global reach. The first season filled with exhilarating moments and dynamic visuals left fans with high hopes for Season 2, which was set to cover one of the most anticipated arcs, the Under-20 match. But when Season 2 began, it felt like a piece of shit. The most hyped moments from the manga lacked the emotional weight and intensity that fans had expected. Iconic scenes that had dazzled me completely felt dull, lifeless, and uninspired. Fans began to lose faith. I began to lose faith, lamenting that an anime that I once adored was tarnishing its own reputation. It seemed that Bluelock had stumbled so hard, leaving everyone disappointed and frustrated. I was literally watching every episode without any hope and disappointment. Then came the finale. The final episode of Season 2 was something else, a jaw-dropping masterpiece that reminded me why I fell in love with Bluelock in the first place. The Under-20 match, a pivotal moment in the story, came to life in ways that exceeded all my expectations. It wasn't just good, it was cinematic, dramatic, and electrifying. As the match enters its final 15 minutes, tension rises. Sai Itoshi announces his intent to raise the game level and utilizes his mastery of counter-dribbling to bypass defenders and approach the goal. Across the field, Rin Itoshi watches every move, calculating, determined to find a way to stop his brother and prove himself. With less than 2 minutes remaining, Bluelock 11 launches their final counter-attack. However, Rin shocks everyone by seizing the ball from his teammates and dashing toward the enemy's territory solo. His desire to surpass Sai takes over and logic gives way to raw, unrelenting aggression. He tears through the Under-20 Japan defense with a reckless, destroy-to-dominate style, leaving the field in stunned silence. But just as he faces the last defender, IQ, an unexpected player enters the fray, changing everything in an instant. As the match reaches its climax and the showdown between Rin and Sai garners all the attention, Isagi sees something that no one else on the field can, a path to victory uniquely his own, and then the goal. The highlight of course was Isagi's game-winning goal. In the manga it was one of the least interesting goals of the match, overshadowed by the flashy brilliance of Rin, Baro and Shido. But in the anime it was transformed into a heroic, spine-tingling moment. The studio went all out. Creative camera angles, dynamic motions, and a breathtaking build-up. The scene felt alive, filled with energy, tension, and raw emotion. When additional time was added to the match, the screen transitioned into cinematic bars, signaling that something monumental was bound to happen. The entire field came alive. Players were no longer static background figures but active participants. The animation turned the match into a spectacle, with thrilling movements and creative perspectives that made every second pulse with excitement. The audience cheers blended seamlessly with the dynamic actions on the field, making the final minute feel like an eternity of pure adrenaline. Isagi's goal was the culmination of it all. The way the anime portrayed it from the build-up to the execution was nothing short of brilliant. The intensity, the angles, the emotions, it all came together to create a moment that felt heroic and iconic. It was absolutely beautiful. The match then concluded with the final whistle and the cinematic bars disappeared, giving way to a quieter scene filled with joy, frustration, relief, and celebration. It was the perfect conclusion to the Under 20 match and the season as a whole. This finale wasn't just a great episode, it was a redemption episode for the entire season. The studio clearly poured their heart and soul into this moment, proving what they are capable of when they push their boundaries. It felt as if the entire season's budget and effort had been funneled into this single episode, and it paid off. For many, this episode saved Bluelock from the brink. It reignited the hype and left fans eagerly anticipating what's to come. If the studio continues to deliver episodes like this, even if it takes more time, it's a price I would gladly pay.